Hello everyone and welcome to 9-inch Charge. The Dawnbringer Crusades have had a brand new preview and the first look at the arsenal of the cities of Sigmar. So let's check that out together and let's see what kind of weaponry the Dawnbringer Crusades are going to bring to the battlefield. So the first thing that the article says that really grabbed me is that the Warhammer studio is currently hard at work redesigning the cities of Sigmar, and we're here to bring you another behind-the-scenes look at how they're developing. And it does say the full release is a fair way off, and they won't be embarking this year. In the article, they don't have any painted models to show us. What they do have are some sprue designs, some CAD designs, which tells me that this may not quite be ready for the Heavy Metal team to be painting, or they might be painting it now. We don't know. The lead time for a project is from the time of conception and, starting with the basic drawings and the concept down to having the models released and the books ready. It does take about 2 years. Now, they can rush things forward a little bit, but 2 years is generally about the lead time. So I wouldn't be expecting to see Dawnbringer Crusades, as it says, this year. I may not even expect to see them next year. Next year promises to be a new edition of 40k. So they may wait till the new edition of Age of Sigmar, which will be the year after. But it would be really nice if in the middle of a year that was just dominated by 40k, we did have this release. So I'm fingers crossed for next year, but we will just have to wait and see. The other thing is that it says it's, a reimagining or a redesigning of the cities of Sigmar. And this is something that I've suspected for a while, that the cities of Sigmar won't exist in their current state. Now, at the moment, as you may know, I am a Cities of Sigmar player, and I love the Cities of Sigmar, and I love how diverse they are, and that you've got dwarves and elves and mankind all living together in these cities. But they do not look like a cohesive force on the battlefield. They really do look like what they are, really, which is leftover models from certain factions, kind of forced together with some lore written around them to make it make sense. I would imagine that when the Dawnbringers come out, we will see a massive range review to the Cities of Sigmar, and I would say if there's any kits there that you really like, that you're particularly fond of, I would buy them within the next year, just to be safe. Alright, but let's have a look at these weapons then. So the first thing that we've got here are some one-handed weapons, and I really like them. I quite like that they've got little details to them. They're quite ornate, actually. They're not your normal standard weapons. They've got little skulls and S's for Sigmar on them. And you've got a variety of different kind of hands holding them. You've got some gloves, and you've got some braces, and you've got full plate. And the full plate hands really excite me, because that means we might get knights on foot or something like that, or even on horseback. I think that would be cool. And then coming down, we've got a really cool looking Sigmar's hammer and the two-handed axe wielded by whatever this knight is in full plate. It really excites me that we might see that. I think that is really cool. And whether that's for a unit champion or whether we get a whole unit like this, we'll just have to wait and see. But that axe, as I said, got me super excited. And the last thing that they showed off, it says, although rare and unreliable, gunpowder weaponry is also available for those who'd rather keep their distance. So we do have some more black powder weapons, which is really cool, because black powder weaponry has been missing in a big way from Age of Sigmar, in my opinion. If you read the Cities of Sigmar books, you've got armies or a city, for example, like Greywater Fastness. And Greywater Fastness is in the realm of life. And all across the walls are just massive cannons. And there's a massive desolate no man's land waste that they've, just full of craters that they've just been blowing up with black powder weaponry. And the whole kind of idea of the faction is that no one can even get close to the walls because of how much black powder they've got. And there isn't a cannon in the game. So it's really bizarre to me, and it's bugged me for a little while. So it's really cool to see that there are some black powder weapons coming in. And the first thing that we've got is this pistol, and it's really cool. I really like the little the flintlock here. It's got some sort of little dragon on it or something. I think that's great. And the one underneath is a combination of a pike and a man-portable cannon. Now, I've been chatting with some of my mates about this, because we can't quite work out how it would fire. Now, it might have some mechanism underneath, and what would be really cool would be that if, when you pike someone, that's what detonates the charge, and then it fires into what is piked. It also might have a time delay release fire or something like that. And just looking in the middle of it, next to the middle hand, there's something there like it might be mounted on top of a shield or something like that. So we're just going to have to wait and see with this one, because there's quite a lot going on there. It does seem to be that he's carrying a wick or something in one hand. The pike does go all the way back to the shoulder, but I would like the idea that when you stab someone, it does fire into them at the same time. But we'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, great to see some black powder weapons back. And that's it for now. As I said, it says the full release is a far way off, but they want to show us a bit more and more. And what's cool about this is that I think when they first previewed them quite a while ago now, there was a lot of talk about how the design team are really excited about this project and how they are really proud of what they were doing in the project. So it's nice that they are kind of eager to share with us something quite a long time before it's normally ready to be shown, just because they're excited about it and we're excited about it, and I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see the rest of these models and see what the aesthetic of the men is. And just while we're on Dawnbringers, if you are interested in learning a bit more about the Dawnbringer Crusade, I have done a lore video and I'll put the link in the description so that you could watch that. It's about 5 minutes and it describes all the lore that we know so far. But be sure to let me know in the comments what you're most excited about for this project. As ever, this has been 9inch Charge. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those kinds of things, and I will catch you next time.